Hi guys, and welcome to an Ace Tanker in the KV4. I'm saying an Ace Tanker, and not the Ace Tanker, like I usually do, due to the fact that KV4 is a tank I've had for quite some time, and got my Ace Tanker in the KV4 a long time before starting to stream or starting to put videos up on YouTube. It is one of my favorite tanks. It's a keeper, it's all camoed up, and it's been in my garage pretty much since I've had it, and I like the KV4, I just don't take it out for a spin very often because I'm usually playing tanks I'm grinding. And on this rare occasion, I was platooned with Ram and Core Master. It was a game that was played on stream, and we've ended up on Arctic in a Tier 9 game. And I decided, you know what, I haven't driven the KV4 in probably at least 6 to 8 weeks. Maybe more, and I might as well take this bad boy out for a spin and see if it's still as good a tank as it was when I was playing it regularly. And here we go. So at first I start to go north because I figure our tier 9 tanks are going to head down to the what is it, H8. But then I realize, okay, most of our team are lemming training north. And I guess, yeah, alright, I guess I'm just going to have to come down here and hold a corner. Ram is of the same mind, so we do have an M103 with us, so we've got one tier 9, Ram and myself in our tier 8s, and a tier 7 Tiger P. Not a lot of tanks. Our E75 seems to be AFK, and not getting a warm fuzzy feeling. And on top of that, our M103 doesn't seem to be the best of players, but we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt, and we're going to back him up down here on this corner. So I turn my turret to where potential enemy fire is going to be coming from, but nothing appears, and we're going to hang on this corner. Enemy team do have arty, and we haven't spotted anything, so I'm telling Ram not to advance. Enemy team are going to be waiting around this corner. If we advance, we expose ourselves to shots from them and enemy arty. There is no point in pushing, so we need to be very careful. And thankfully, they didn't push. My first shot goes low, and the enemy team are all exactly where I predicted. In order to shoot them, we're going to have to expose ourselves to arty fire. T95 going for his weak spots, but bounce on his gun mantlet. So a lot of nasty tanks down here. T95, object, and an M103. So our M103 is taking severe fire. So I've just taken a big hit from the T95 into my commander's cupola. Track the KV3, and I'm saying to Ram, let's get out of here. We've got to get out of here. We've got to pull back to where our tanks can support us. We've got to sacrifice the Tiger P. Ram takes a shot in the side from a T20. He's firing gold, so I get a shot into the T20, get safe from him, and now we've got to work the corner from here. We are in full defensive mode. We've got to wait for the guys up north to win their flank, and we've just got to hang on here as long as we can. So it's not a fantastic game. It's a good game, not a fantastic game, but it's still an Ace Tanker. And because I haven't brought you any KV4, very little KV4 footage on the channel before, I decided to let you guys see this tank in action. So I miss a shot in the T95 cupola, pull back, see if I can get another one. Unfortunately miss. T20 is still going to be badgering us from behind, but thankfully someone takes him out. Object advances and thankfully bounces. So I'm angled and managed to bounce the M103 as well. M103 is tracked, so we're just going to keep him tracked. So the enemy team can't advance. And again, I turn my turret so he doesn't have a good angle on me, and he bounces again. So I track the T-95 and then suddenly realize, hang on, I'm penning his tracks, I'm doing damage. I can keep him here all day. I'm telling Ram to pull back. I don't want to shoot Ram by accident. But I can keep this guy tracked and keep damaging him all day. As long as Ram doesn't advance. There we go. Next shot's a killing shot. And he decides to use a repair kit. So all of a sudden, this corner is looking a lot better. Still aiming for those weak spots. And we finally get it. So that's my first kill of the game, but I'm up to almost 3,000 damage. And managed to bounce a lot of nasty, horrible tanks. KV4 has some fantastic armor, if you can keep it angled well. So Ram is in a faster tank, he's advancing. Only 4 enemy tanks left. We know where 3 of them are. It's just RT, and we're going on an RT hunt. So not a lot else happens here. T-34 in the distance. Go for a snapshot. Unfortunately, the shot goes low. Decide to pull across to see if I can get the M103 in view range. RT still hasn't been spotted. I'm expecting him to be in this corner, but he's not. So where is the cheeky little guy? M103 is dead. So it's just enemy RT left, and he's disappeared. Where could RT have gone? So I'm still playing around with the idea he could be in a bush in a corner, but then our team sweeps around and don't spot him. Our RT has gone into TD mode, so our RT is hunting their RT. So he's heading down to the last possible place on the map he could be. I'm in a KV4, I'm in a big heavy tank. I'm sensing some ram damage here, if the RT's down here, and he is. Our RT misses his snapshot. Their RT doesn't, but here we go! Oh, he's too far back from the edge. He's too far back from the edge. Bugger. So we put one shot in, and we ram him to death for our second kill of the game. So, just a little bit of KV4 action, mainly because I don't play the tank very often, but it is a very, very good tank. I like it a lot. It was an Ace Tanker, and because I haven't brought you an Ace Tanker in the KV4 before, I thought it was about time. We didn't finish top on XP, but pretty close to it. We did 1358 XP and 3,273 damage with 2 kills. Why it was an Ace Tanker? Well, the damage was okay, but we also managed to do 1831 track and spotting damage. So those two combined were just enough to tip it into Ace Tanker range. We fired 16 shots, 13 were hits, and 11 penetrations. The gun is pretty good. Not fantastic, but it's pretty good. We received 6 hits, 4 were penetrations, but not all 4 did damage. Most of them were just track damage, and we bounced 2. We received potential damage of 2,520. We earned 51,000 credits after costs, and we ended up doing 2,000 XP, 2,037 XP with a premium account ×2 and a bonus 407 XP thrown in for some sort of event. which left us on 4,481. As I said in the description, it's been a long time since I last played this tank, and yes, it's still a beast. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.